If you're trying to get out of debt, you're already doing something most people never do. You're taking it seriously. But here's the problem. A lot of people work incredibly hard to pay off debt and still feel like they're going nowhere. And in most cases, it's not because they're not trying hard enough. It's because they're making one or more of these 5 critical mistakes. Quick note before we dive in. This video is for educational purposes only and not financial advice. Everyone's financial situation is different, so always do your own research or speak with a financial professional before making major money decisions. Let's get into it. Mistake number 1. Paying off the wrong debt first. Most people just make minimum payments on everything and throw any extra money at whichever bill stresses them out the most. That feels logical, but it's costing you money. There are 2 proven strategies for paying off debt. The first is the avalanche method, where you pay off your highest interest rate debt first. This saves you the most money over time because you're eliminating the debt that's growing the fastest. The second is the snowball method, where you pay off your smallest balance first, regardless of interest rate. This gives you quick wins that keep you motivated. Both work, but randomly throwing money at debt without a strategy, that's the mistake. Pick one method and stick to it. Mistake number 2, not having any savings while paying off debt. This one surprises a lot of people. If you're in debt, shouldn't you put every spare dollar toward paying it off? Not quite. Here's why. If you have 0 savings and an unexpected expense hits, a car repair, a medical bill, a broken appliance, you have no choice but to put it on a credit card. Now you've added new debt on top of the debt you were trying to pay off. Before aggressively attacking your debt, build a small emergency fund. Even $500 to $1,000 in a savings account gives you a buffer so one bad month doesn't undo months of progress. Mistake number 3, continuing the habits that created the debt. This is the one nobody wants to hear. If you pay off your credit card and then run it back up to the same balance 6 months later, you haven't solved the problem. You've just reset it. Getting out of debt isn't just a math problem, it's a behavior problem. You have to address the spending habits, the impulse purchases, the lifestyle inflation, whatever got you into debt in the first place. That doesn't mean you have to live miserably. It means being honest with yourself about where your money is going and making intentional choices about where it should go instead. Mistake number 4, not negotiating your interest rates. Most people just accept whatever interest rate their credit card or lender gives them. Very few people ever pick up the phone and ask for a lower rate. But here's the thing, it works more often than you'd think. If you've been a customer for a while and have a decent payment history, credit card companies will often lower your rate just because you asked. A lower interest rate means more of your payment goes toward the actual balance, instead of just feeding the interest. You can also look into balance transfer cards that offer 0% interest for an introductory period, or personal loans with lower rates to consolidate high-interest debt. These tools exist. Most people just don't use them. Mistake number 5, quitting when progress feels too slow. Paying off debt is a long game, and the beginning is always the hardest part because the balances barely seem to move. But here's what most people don't realize. Debt payoff accelerates over time. As you pay down balances, less of your payment goes to interest and more goes to principal. The people who successfully get out of debt aren't the ones who had the most money. They're the ones who stayed consistent even when it didn't feel like it was working. Progress is happening even when you can't see it. Don't quit. The 5 mistakes are: paying off the wrong debt first, having no savings buffer, not changing the habits that cause the debt, never negotiating your interest rates, and giving up too soon. Avoid these 5 and you'll be miles ahead of most people trying to pay off debt. If you found this helpful, subscribe. We post practical, no-fluff financial content every week to help you build a better money life. See you in the next one.